What's up, squad? What's up, gang? What's up, crew? If y'all know what that is, shout out to crew. Um, this be episode 1, stepping out of the matrix. You know, for those of us who be staying inside, acting like we're NPCs, when really you need to break free from this matrix. Break free from the way they want you to think. Go smoke a joint. I hope it's splendid. Go eat a mushroom. I hope it's delightful. Just don't do black tar heroin. That it's icky. It makes me think of tar, not even a cat. At first I was gonna make this a little 5-minute video, but no. I don't know where I got all these ideas for these different topics to talk about, but I do, and now I have mad stuff to give my mind on. And from my very abstract mind, it's very hard for even me to predict my thoughts. So imagine my thoughts when I came up with imagining if my dick was the hilt of a lightsaber. Now listen. It sounds a lot worse than what I'm like what you're thinking. Why would you want your dick to be the hilt of a lightsaber? I'll tell you why. Because it's cool! Because it's the coolest thing in the world! Imagine just every time you just look down, you got the hilt of a lightsaber. Then you just like give it a quick jerk, nut real quick, and bam, it's activated. Like, that would be by far one of the coolest things in the world. At least from my perspective. Because if I had a dick that was a lightsaber, best believe that, like, your boy's gonna be goofing around. Like, and a squad has them too? Oh, it's Star Wars. We're having lightsaber battles. It's gonna be Darth Vader versus Luke Skywalker all over again. Obi-Wan versus Anakin. Like what? It's gonna be built, like, it would be built different. If we ever had a world like the Cyberpunk 2077 game, and where we augment ourselves like that, give me a lightsaber dick. Like, give me a regular dick, so you know I could still make beautiful art of love with my significant other. But best believe I'm gonna have that selectable hilt dick. Like, I'm that guy. I will cop a whole Kylo Ren lightsaber for a dick. Like, it would be lit, to say the least. And while we're talking about while we're talking about Star Wars, let's talk about the plot armor on Rey. That bitch is too OP. Now, some of y'all may be thinking, Deshaun, what could you possibly be talking about? I'm talking about that sad excuse of a Star Wars movie that came out most recently, as far as I know. Where Rey was very fortunately killed. And my boy Kylo Ren, being the big old simp that he is for some reason, used the Force to bring her back to life. Now, usually I wouldn't care. Cool, resurrection. That's something that happens in the media. It's a very, very pop culture-esque thing to just bring heroes and villains back to life. Nothing really stays dead. Except that it killed him too. Like, I understand the emotion behind it, like, oh, he sacrificed himself for his love. Fuck love, man. Not to sound like a Juice WRLD fan, but my boy. Like, I'm sorry, there ain't no pussy in this world that could make me, like, especially if I'm Kylo Ren, bruh, you gave all that up for a bitch that looks like Rey. No disrespect to her actress, but bro, she don't even got drip. She has the most basic fits on, usually consisting of white. I don't think I've ever seen her in anything but white. She's like when you can't afford a cool or Halloween costume and you just got a white sheet and called yourself a ghost. Like, what? Like, Kylo Ren, boy, is impeccable. Sure, he's always wearing black, but his fit's always going hard. Like, and Mans was a demon before he freaking fell in love with Rey. Like, Mans in The Force Awakens someone tries to shoot him with a laser blaster. Like, I don't even know what it's called. I could not have told you, but bro, homeboy stops the laser. He just freezes it. It says pause. Proceeds to just intimidate and just show how much of a menace in Black Force energy he is. He's truly top op at that moment. And then he dips, hops on a ship, flies away, bow, unfreezes the laser and just murders the family. Like, you cannot tell me that is not top op behavior. Like, the only thing worse than that is probably Homelander. This man Homelander is something else. And for those of you who don't know who Homelander is, he's from this show called The Boys. And the whole concept of Homelander is that he's Superman, but bad. And usually people are like, oh, we've had evil Superman. No, not like Homelander. Homelander is like the worst possible case you can get for Superman. I've never seen a man who relies on others, like they're just the acceptance of everyone around him to live a happy life. Like, this man just cannot handle not being liked. Like, it is crazy. Like, I'm astonished because this man, he is the absolute worst. This man has killed a man and his son on a plane when they figured out about the freaking, what is it, like Substance V or some shit like that, or Compound V. It's what makes superheroes. And to be honest, I can understand. You don't want people knowing about that. And his boss just goes, kill him. And he's like, bet. Kills the son and everything after he gave him a picture signed by himself. Like, what? Little boy was going to heaven like, Daddy, what happened? That nigga Homelander got to us. That's what happened, little Johnny. Like, bruh. And don't even get me started on the plane. The plane. So what happened was there was a plane full of passengers. It was taken over by some Arabic niggas. Call it 9/11. But this nigga Homelander, he takes him down. I'm like, okay, dubs. Now all you gotta do is control the plane. Till one of them Arab niggas is in the cockpit pointing a gun at the pilot. Until that man shoots the pilot, and Homelander's like, alright, laser vision, and fucks up the controls and dooms everybody. And he didn't even try to save them. He was like, oh, sorry, sucks to be you, I guess. Like, and just goes on with it. Like, takes Maeve, and dips. And I'm just like, bro, he's just a menace. Like, Mans is just too much of a menace. Now, let's talk about Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go was easily one of the best games of 2016. Pokemon Go had the fattest niggas, like Nikado Avocado, niggas like that, walking outside for the first time in their life probably, seeing grass for the first time, just to catch a little fucking animal with some cool superpowers. And don't get me wrong, Pokemon's pretty cool. I fuck with Squirtle. I fuck with Charmander. They're pretty cool. But damn, did that shit had niggas always strapped up on their phone and walking. Like, niggas was everywhere. You could not go anywhere without seeing someone playing Pokemon Go. And for a while, it baffled me. Because it's like, bro, why is everyone so addicted to such a simplistic game? And I still have no idea, but we need something like that again. After quarantine, I feel like it would do us so much justice to have a game like that again, where we're up, socializing, moving around, integrating, where everyone thrives. But that's not how America works. We're probably never gonna get that. But Pokemon Go had niggas on lock. Like, niggas were devoted to catching Pokemon. Like, it was a real life thing. And I wouldn't be bringing this up if it wasn't for the fact niggas were dying. You would be on the news hearing about some nigga dying on Pokemon Go every week. Like, what? It was crazy back in them days. Almost as crazy when we had the killer clowns. Oh my god. That shit had everybody creeped out. Like, what? What? Like, first of all, what happened to them? Did they just, like, disappear? Did Pennywise summon his brothers and said, alright, we're gonna dip now? Like, what? Yeah, it'd be crazy. It'd be crazy out here in these streets. But if we're gonna talk about the streets, let's talk about school dealers. Me personally, I have nothing wrong with school dealers. As a matter of fact, school dealers are lifesavers. For those of us who partake in a little bit of the forbidden skunk, the stanky lettuce, the hidden desire plant, like, they can come in clutch. Cause when you're in your 8 a.m. just hearing and learning about absolutely nothing that you could care about, you could just go to the bathroom, hide by the toilet, hit your little and then blow it, and then you feel all the serotonin and happiness coming in until you get caught. Once you get caught, it's over. Now, me personally, I would never do such a thing. And those of you who know me and would say otherwise, or have heard me say otherwise, that's cap. You're a lie. I don't believe you. Where's your proof? But anyways, it makes your school day go by so much faster, so much more fun. You feel so much better about yourself. Like, honestly, this might as well just be like a diagnosed thing. Like, diagnose it for school, because please, like, school is not the place it should be. School should be a place where niggas thrive and want to learn and want to, like, become a fucking doctor. But I walk into the school and the first thing I'm thinking is, bro, how am I get past third period? Like, I got government, bruh. I could not care less about the government. Like, I'll vote when I have to. But besides that, I really, really do not care. Like, but yeah, school dealers, they just hit different. Like, they just come in clutch so much. They just be saving the day from niggas like substitute teachers and English teachers too. Now me, I have a cool English teacher. Shout out to Patty G. Patty Gross, the GOAT, the most lit teacher we can have in my school. Her and my man's Jeremy Man be coming in clutch. And she's by far one of the only English teachers I could get along with and I could just vibe with. Like, I've played my PS4 in Homegirl's class and she's played with me. Like, we've played Mortal Kombat together. We gave each other smoke. Like, we're squad, bro. Like, if anyone deserves a raise in that school, it's definitely her. But past that, let's just get on the topic of other English teachers and substitute teachers. Subs are the worst! And let me tell you why. Subs are just the epitome of what you don't want in a teacher. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, you're like, oh, my substitute teacher is awesome. You're lucky. You've gotten one of the two substitute teachers. There's two kinds. There's the kind that doesn't give a fuck. And then there's the other kind that makes you want to give up. The first kind, they're lit. I will always look forward to those classes because it has you thinking, oh, I'm about to enjoy the day and have so much fun just because there's a sub. You be getting excited, and she just let you play on your phone. But then there's the ones who just do not play, who don't have a funny bone in their body, who don't experience joy. And for them, fuck you. Like, why you gotta make my day worse? Like, I understand your husband may not be giving you the dick that you need or the dick that you want, quite frankly. Maybe they're being a little disloyal. I don't care. Don't take it out on me or my peers because we're just trying to get through the day like you, squad. Why do all of us gotta suffer? Like, keep your suffering to yourself. Like, what happened to that? Like, me personally, I could be on fire, but best believe if someone's like, yo, you good? I'm gonna be like, yeah, I'm chilling. Like, bro, there's just something about not wanting to bother people with your problems. But that one kind of sub just do not care. And then there's the English teachers. They also have these same two types, the kinds that are lit and the kinds that just fucking suck. That just make you want to pop a whole fentanyl. And for those, for those English teachers that just make your life worse, please reconsidering working with kids. I understand you have extensive knowledge on the English language. Go teach at a college. Don't make my life miserable. Make their life miserable. They got student loans. They got responsibilities to take care of. Now me, I don't. The only thing I gotta worry about is at what weekend I'm gonna see my girlfriend so I can get my dick sucked. And you're trying to give me more responsibility than that. I don't know, man. I'm not vibing with that. But you know, you win some, you lose some. It'd be like that. But I gotta say, in my school, there is no one worse than my principal. Now understand, my school, it's a very, very small school. Very, very, very manageable. Very easy to keep under control. Until we got this bitch, my principal. For reasons that I do not want to deal with, I shall not expose her name. But Burger Man, you know. This woman, she's easily the most hated person in the school. Not just by students, but by teachers. And I understand I might be exposing some of the niggas like that. And for those, I'm sorry. Don't show Julie this. Oh, my bad. Anyways, don't show her this. Don't let her see the video. If it blows up, then so be it. But I doubt it. I'm just a nigga in a small town making a podcast because niggas think I'm funny, I guess. And I don't know. I guess that's kind of like, that is my redeeming trait, is that I'm funny. Because for those who haven't seen me when I was in middle school, or even just middle school actually, I was the ugliest nigga there, easily. The pimples on my face had it looking like I had white chocolate chips on that shit. I had so many pimples on my big ass forehead, and the worst part was I kept my hair short. Now, if you're smart, you can go into middle school with some like medium to long hair, and it will hide the pimples. Or it can make you look like an emo kid. You do not want to look like an emo kid. I have no beef with them. I actually am friends with a decent amount of emo kids, and they're quite fun, and they're cool. But damn, do they get smoke? Everyone hates them for what? I understand some school shooters might be emo, but my boy, don't freaking hate on my boy Ben or freaking Gary. Like, let them be. If they want to feel like they're Nightblade from Saints Row, let them be. If they want to feel like freaking Batman, something in the way, I'll sing them the song. Just let my boys be. They don't deserve to be prosecuted like that. What did they do? Like, damn. Next, my next topic in my phone is a very common thing in my town. And if you think I'm funny, just listen to the fucking town I live in. I am a 6'5" black guy. I live in a small town in New York, upstate New York, called Hancock. And the worst thing is, it's not even a town. It's a village. That's how small that shit is. Usually when I think of a village, I be thinking about them niggas in Minecraft. But Hancock is nothing like that. Hancock is just it's like that one cousin that you don't want to hang out with at the family reunion, but your mom makes you. That's what Hancock is. And let me tell you, these Hancock niggas and fucking mullets. Now me, I have some pretty wild hot takes, and they're usually like just off, like they're just out of pocket. But this, I feel like everyone can agree on. Why the fuck did mullets come back? Them shits could have easily just died out and never returned in history, but no, they brought them bitches back. And let me tell you, these niggas in Hancock, and all of them had it. All these niggas drive trucks too right now. The same niggas that had these mullets. Now some had the realization that maybe they're not fucking dripping, and they cut that shit off. And now they look like a normal ass functioning member of society. But to the niggas who still have it, please cut your hair. Like, please donate that shit to like someone who needs it. Because my boy, you do not need a mullet. There's very few instances where I can ever agree where a mullet is actually just good looking, like stylish and beautiful lion mane like. And they exist, don't get me wrong. They really do exist. Like my boy Weston, his mullet is by far one of the most beautiful I've ever seen. If I've ever seen a beautiful mullet. It's so majestic and just ferociously amazing that I can't help but gaw at it. And for my homie John, he's my homie. He's my nigga. And he has a good mullet going too. I can appreciate his. I can't say that I necessarily appease to it with my visual stimulants, but I can handle it. It's easily just it's deal withable. But then there's this one nigga. He has blonde hair, blue eyes. And not gonna lie, this nigga is kind of a dick. And I'm not saying this because he was a dick to me specifically, but he just seems like a dick overall. I'm not even gonna cap to you. Like I like to enjoy quality moments of life, but I also like to complain so I could feel like a worthless little white bitch that gets everything handed to them on a silver platter. And I was complaining about how the food sucked while eating it. Or I was complaining about complaining about where I am or something. He's like, then fucking go away. I was like, no, the fuck? Don't tell me what the fuck to do. So like, if you're gonna complain, then shut the fuck up. And I was like, you shut the fuck up. I'm like, you're the one with the fucking mullet. You look goofy as hell. He's like, what do you call on the back of your head, nigga? And then I said a mohawk, and he said, okay, whatever you say, my nigga. Yo, mullet looks goofy as hell. And I understand my mohawk might look goofy as hell considering my top is very, very much longer than the back. But that's because I plan on chopping the top. My shit will probably still look like shit. But best believe I'm going to be rocking it like it's the biggest fucking drip in the world. Because all I care about is what I fucking think. If I think I'm dripping, then I'm fucking dripping in my own world. You know, like, fuck what everyone else says. Do not apply to society standards. Do your own fucking thing. I thought, like, I was going to make this a 5-minute video. But now I'm making it 30 minutes. And right now I'm at the 26-minute mark. So, I'm going to try to get through some more shit before I plug some of my shit at the end. But let's talk about niggas with big foreheads. Rihanna. What? Maybe I'm wrong. It might be Rihanna. It might be Beyonce. Whichever one of them bitches have a big ass forehead. That Kevin Gates had to speak on it. Please do something with your hair. Now, me personally, I have no problem with bitches with big foreheads. As a matter of fact, my girlfriend, she says herself that she has a big forehead. And yes, I guess she does. I don't know. I don't really focus on it. I think it's pretty average, but she thinks it's big. But anyways, can we talk about... First, I'm going to talk about niggas with big forehead. Like, my boy, what you doing with all that storage? Like, why your head so big? And especially if they're of African American descent, then you know they're a menace. Now niggas with big foreheads, they're just their own different little breed. They're kind of like niggas with mullets, but just dangerous and more elaborate and unpredictable. Now, bitches with big foreheads, usually the most basic white bitches I know that be having the biggest foreheads. Like, what are you doing? Like, can't you download any culture in the world with all that storage that you have in your forehead? Like, I know your thoughts connect through Wi-Fi. Shout out Wild and Out. Like, my guy. Like, you have a big old frontal lobe. Your cranium is extra large. Like, chill. And these be the bitches that be talking the most shit. Like, you better chill. You better chill. You looking like a Ninja Turtle. Like, why can't I draw a whole target on your forehead? Shut the fuck up. I can draw a blueprint of a fucking mansion on your forehead. Chill the fuck out before you start talking shit to me. Here, let me find my next topic. Alright. I got a minute and a half. I'll just plug my shit. If you've ever watched Breaking Bad, you know that shit methodical as fuck and it's lit. That shit never ceases to impress me. I finished it and I'm not disappointed. In fact, I want to watch Better Call Saul, but I probably won't because I do not have the time. But I heard that they're making a sequel, like a spin-off where Walter Jr. Like, what? But in the spirit of Breaking Bad, I've created my own very special Walter White's meth candy. I got the blue crystal cooked up and I've made it into candy. And quite honestly, I think it's fucking bussin'. Like, I've told myself it tastes good. I've been told by my nigga Logan that it tastes good. I've even gotten some feedback from Weston. I mean, like, my whole problem with it is that my formula kind of sticks to your teeth. But besides that, there's nothing wrong with it, and I think I'm gonna modify that so that it doesn't do that for the next batch. But please, if you see me in school after you watch this, hit me with the yo. Can I get some crystal? Can I get some of that Walter White Premium Blue? If you say you want that Walter White Premium Blue, I'm gonna let you in on something. I got a very special thing to say for those of you who come up to me and say that. But thanks for watching. Have a very splendid day. I hope it's very sextacular. And yeah. Stay fucking bitches, stay smoking joints, and don't let it fall down into your urethra with the vacuum in your butthole. Otherwise it'll be smoking that joint for you. Have a good day.